Hey everyone, welcome to the Multiplex Shaping Vancouver series. Today I'm interviewing Jacquelene Hung of VictorEric Design and Build. Jacquelene, do you mind introducing yourself?
Thank you, Ken. I'm Jacquelene Hung. I'm working with VictorEric for the past 20 years. Now I'm in the position as construction team manager.
Cool. So you've been with VictorEric for quite a while. I imagine you've seen a lot of projects. Are there any that you are specifically proud of?
That's all the project that actually I'm proud of because they all unique. I love every design aspect style of it. And we do so many custom build. But this day I do love one of the custom duplex.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
because that's custom build is it's a duplex. It's different than usually we come up with a single family custom build. And this time is have the chance with the duplex with the family of two generation with that. And they have different style, different not only the lifestyle but the style that they like for the interior space. So it create a lot of different atmosphere and different dynamic with the team and with the project.
Amazing. I've actually seen that project myself, and I totally agree. It is amazing, great atmosphere. So yeah, with that project and thinking back to the history of building in Vancouver that you've seen, how has the construction landscape changed over time?
Yeah, as I speak earlier about the duplex, right? Originally, most of the time since I'm the PC as a project coordinator, as at that time mostly is doing custom single family home. And based on all this year afterwards, and especially after COVID, the city have the new rules about the new regulation about the multiplex. So that's definitely the trend that is changing since then.
Okay. Yeah, well, and I'm sure our audience is really curious about multiplex. That is the theme. How is that impacting construction, especially in Vancouver in this region?
To myself personally, I see that as a very different and option. And nowadays, I'm pretty sure that the new generation, they all love different option as well. City to increase to add this new regulation for people to actually have more option. For myself, I think that is first, a lot of people will think about is actually more about investing side. But as a background from coming back from a custom build, I'm actually see another direction toward doing actually different generation for the multiplex, for the family. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, and you hit on a point there. You're thinking about investing, and now I'm wondering about money. Like, if someone's planning one of these projects and they're thinking about construction, what kind of budget should they be planning for?
It really depends on so far that experience that I have with different option, different direction, I would say. If you're more on the investment side, and of course, coming from a custom build side, it will be different. I'm looking at the range at around 50. I would suggest to, if you're doing a budget purposes, use a range around 350, between 350 to 450 per square feet.
Okay.
Will be a pretty decent amount for you.
Oh, great. Thanks. So just to clarify, is that construction budget that you're in?
Yes, for the 350 to 450 range per square feet that I'm just talk about is mostly for construction budget. So, and of course, doing a multiplex, there's also other component to it as well.
Yeah, thinking about that now, multiplex construction, what costs can someone expect for a multiplex compared to, say, a single family or duplex construction?
Yes, of course, there's extra cost when it comes to multiplex compared to our regular single family.
Okay.
Especially that remember that we also need to do a PMT and also a detention tank as well. Not only that, but if you really think about, you are adding more unit to us, maybe similar size, but more unit in there. So you also can imagine there will be more kitchens, and then there will be all maybe fireplace and maybe even bathroom. So there's also the cost that you need to consider as well when it comes to multiplex. Not only that, but if you talk about the exterior landscape, just the fence between the unit, right? There will be extra layer of material and labor that will be required compared to a regular size. Even though same typical size lot, there will be still a cost for them.
For people starting construction on a multiplex, what can they expect for their construction timeline?
Well, the construction timeline compared to what single family usually do, Usually single family as a custom build, we do like 14 to 16 months around that timeline. For the multiplex, I will actually assume the similar timeline. That is not like crazy more months or less months, because the size of the lot will be similar. There's extra pieces, as we mentioned, the PMT and the detention tank. But compared to if we do single family, there's more custom details inside the house that require more time. For multiplex, the number of detail will be not as much as the whole single family. So the timeline, I would say, offset the cost. Offset the same timeline, similar time.
Jacqueline, are there any other considerations for someone who's about to start a construction project for multiplex?
Yeah, it's very important. I would like to thank you for asking that. I would like to also make a note. It's like based on the design process with city, it's compared to single family. There's an extra step that for the development permit process that City of Vancouver will be required to get that as well. So please make sure you check with the design professional for that extra step.
And speaking of professionals, what should someone look for in a construction team when they're building a multiplex?
Oh, that will be quite important, especially this is new, something new, and there is new code applied, especially this day where we have all this new step code, all these new rules coming up. It's very important to find the right people that is you trust, and as well as, of course, they know what they are doing, right? But trust is very important as well, and someone that is collaborate with the whole team instead of like just doing their own thing. Communication is the key as always. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and especially one more note is especially when you're looking for the builder, you can actually help you by checking their portfolio. I would suggest that someone that in the industry for the past at least 10 years minimum experience would be great. And also check with their past client, because it always tell you what's behind the scene and what's the truth of the product that they get. Okay,
cool. Well, thanks so much. I'm sure that's going to really help our audience as they look at a construction project for multiplex. Thanks for your time, Jacqueline.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
I really hope you enjoyed that interview with Jacqueline. If you haven't visited our channel yet, definitely check that out because there's lots more tips on there. And if you want to learn more about the technical regulations around multiplex, you can check out our multiplex webinar. I'll put the link below. Other than that, make sure you're subscribed to our channel because we'll be bringing you lots more interviews with experts just like that. We are VictorEric Design and Build, and we create amazing spaces.